You've heard us talk about them. They're in, and they're on the website.
Absolutely. Our brand new America's Diesel podcast, branded bills, badass, flex fit, performance material, sweat stain resistant. It literally feels like it cools your head.
I don't
It's
know how
amazing.
that's possible, but somehow it is. Yeah, you can rock it. You know, I'm more of a flat bill kind of guy. You can do that. You can curve it. For all you taco holder guys, you can even throw that in there.
Yeah.
And then snap back with a little bit of the flex fit.
Yeah.
Big head approved, small head approved.
And it's extremely comfortable. I almost guarantee, I say almost guarantee. No, I guarantee this is the most comfortable hat you will ever wear. And the logo, rubber, awesome.
Yeah.
Came out great.
Super detailed rubber on there, so it's never going to fade on you. If you want to get one of these in your hands, they are $50, shipped to the lower 48, plus tax, if applicable in your state. Just go on the dieselpowerproducts.com, search hat, look for the fantastic Jam and Eagle logo, pick yourself up some before they're out of stock.
Yeah.
America's Diesel Podcast.
Brought to you by Diesel Power Products.
America's Diesel Superstore.
No salesman,
Just enthusiasts.
dieselpowerproducts.com.
Your number one source for all things diesel.
Yeah, how you liking that truck?
Oh, it's so nice, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for those of you that don't know, yes, we just did start the podcast. Corey, in one of the previous episodes, you heard him talk about he's looking to buy a half ton, and he did. He found
3/4
one.
ton.
He's 3/4 ton, so he can tow his rock collar around.
Get it right, Jack. Get your facts straight,
Fact
Jack.
straight, Jack.
I already have a half ton.
Yeah, I know.
So what are you doing with your Ram? You selling it yet or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull the sub, the amp, the remote start. Although this truck has a remote start in it, but I like my remote start because I can hook it up to an app and kind of see where my truck is if it gets stolen. It's just extra added security.
How troublesome is the integration of that old remote start into the other truck?
I don't know.
Oh.
I would look that up just
Yeah,
because,
usually those are
I
just
know.
a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
especially because that newer truck has OnStar that
Right.
may end up being more hassle than it's worth.
Yeah.
And also remote start on that truck, it is a selling feature. Obviously, you're not going to get your money out of it.
Yeah. Well, really, I just want to keep the remote start because it was a Christmas
gift, yeah,
present from the
whatever.
wife. So
Yeah.
even if I don't put it in that, I'll put it in something.
Yeah, there you
Put it
go.
in your Forerunner.
Ooh, that could be kind of tight.
That's tough because one, it's manual. Two, there's no e-brake on it, so it always has to be in gear. So
I'm sure you could fool that somehow.
Yeah, well, you need to get an e-brake. Step
yeah,
one, get a brake.
Well, yeah. Just leave it in gear.
Leave in gear. Hey, well, at that point, it becomes hey, come here. Just starts
Yeah.
rolling over to you.
Real ghost ride.
Yeah. Just hit by hitting the remote start, let the
Yeah.
starter bring you over.
Twin stick, put it in four,
Yeah.
low, and just have it crawl over to you at like 0.3 miles an hour.
Yeah, like
Right.
Tesla, what's up? You got that,
Yeah.
what is it, the fetch, go fetch feature or whatever they call it?
Yeah.
Fetch car, I don't know.
As long as it is driven straight. to
Straight.
me, this works. Yeah.
This week's podcast episode is brought to you by Fuel Bomb Diesel Additive, an additive designed for diesel enthusiasts, made by diesel enthusiasts. Ben, take it away.
Hell yeah, dude. So this is our in-house Fuel Bomb fuel additive for your diesel truck. Our biggest thing here is making sure that you can pretty much always have diesel additive on you all the time. You've got a lot of other additives out on the market that they have, anti-gel in there all the time. They have cetane in there all the time. They end up being big and bulky bottles. Our standard everyday diesel fuel additive is 1 ounce per 32 gallons, and that's its main job is to make sure that your fuel system stays lubricated and prevents the formation of algae. And it should also help you in colder climates too.
Should definitely help you in colder climates. Along with cleaning your fuel system and maintaining it, it'll also help you bump that cetane number up for a more efficient burn of your diesel fuel. And if cetane is just what you're after, there's the Fuel Bomb Hellfire, which is our straight 8+ cetane enhancer.
Yeah, and you guys asked, and we brought them back. We did go away from the bottles that didn't have the measuring little parts in there. We brought them back for you, so now you can measure out your 1 ounce per 32 gallons for the F-Bomb or 4 ounces per 32 gallons for the Hellfire.
Both these additives are available on our website, dieselpowerproducts.com. Now let's get back to that episode.
All right, well, thank you for tuning in. This is Ben and Tyler and Corey, which you can't see, but you can hear from, from America's Diesel Podcast, coming at you live from Spokane, Washington. I'm going to go ahead and put this out there right now. If you're watching, you're going to notice that me and Tyler have matching hats on.
Ooh.
That's because the hats came it!
We made it.
We freaking made it!
Yeah.
The hats are here. They're everything I ever wanted.
Yeah.
It's
Even you came up to me, I think twice now. You're like, dude, this hat is the best hat.
It is the
I'm
most.
like, yeah, I know. It is the best hat ever made.
I don't care if this obviously I think this particular hat, because it has our branding on it, I think it's better than all the rest. But as far as like this actual hat, take away the America's Diesel Podcast Eagle, branded bills. Shout out to you guys. And just so you know, we paid full price from branded bills. They did not give us a deal or anything. But thank you for making a freaking amazing hat.
And amazing freaking logos. The rubber, the rubber logo is just it just makes it pop.
Yeah. My expectations were high because I'm anal about this kind of stuff.
I knew it was going to be good because I already
blew
wore their
out of the
hats.
water.
Yeah, I already wear their hats, so I knew it was going to be good.
But oh man. Okay, well, we're gonna just hats are live on the website. Just if you search ADP hat or just hat at dieselpopproducts.com, that'll come up. We'll also make sure and have that available. Pretty one-click type deal from the podcast page on Instagram and all kind of good stuff. But let's get this intro out of the way. Thank you for tuning in. You can find us on all normal podcast mediums. That's Google Play, SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify. We did know. Okay, you guys from Podbean. Okay, we heard you. We checked into it. For some reason, you may have noticed the format of the podcast has changed, or maybe some other ads on there now and whatnot, because we changed the distributor that we use to make sure we can get better metrics.
Waypoint TV.
Waypoint TV. Awesome. Check them out. There's a whole bunch. We're the only automotive podcast on there because I don't count America's Off-Road Podcast because they're side-by-sides and they eat granola. So
hey, easy. I've never eaten granola in my side-by-side. Right?
I will never do it.
Eat beef jerky like a man. All right, dried meats.
But if you are an outdoorsy type person, definitely check out Waypoint TV. They've got all the kind of content you could possibly want to consume. So when that happened, apparently Podbean made a new account for us. So for everybody that was waiting for the account to update, it's been updating the whole time, just on a different one with the exact same name, the exact same logo, the exact same everything.
Oh, gotcha.
So we got that fixed. We're trying to, we're aware of it. We're trying to merge them. But if you are trying to find this on Podbean, which if you're listening right now, you can't find it anyways. Yeah. But if for some reason you hear this and you're trying to find it on Podbean, search it and just follow both of the profiles on there. One of them has 69 followers. Hey-o. The other one at the point when we found this had 3. So just the one that has 3 is the one that's been updating, but not the big one.
There's probably a little Waypoint logo in the upper left-hand corner, I believe. It looks like a little compass kind of a thing.
So Podbean guys, we got you taken care of. Stitcher, we're still working on. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but I know there's a couple of guys that said, please go back to Stitcher. I had no idea that we're not going on Stitcher because it's supposed to push to everything. So,
my Lord.
I heard you, first off, and I take it back. I talked shit about Podbean. I was like, what is this Podbean? It sounds stupid. I looked at it, I was like, biggest, third-party podcast distribution business for 10 years. I'm like, I have never heard of Podbean.
Has Podbean heard of like Spotify?
I don't know, man.
Because they're making some claims.
Yeah, big claims. You can also check us out on the social medias, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We do film these episodes. If you want to leave comments or get a discussion going, YouTube is the best place to do that. Just search American Diesel Podcast. We will pop up. We do have some usual suspects that leave comments every time. Jim Lawrence, looking at you. Chris, looking at you. I do enjoy the comments that go back and forth. We get a lively discussion. Reviews, Tyler.
Oh yeah, let's keep those reviews coming in. Leave a review on any of the platforms that Ben mentioned earlier. Screenshot that and send it to podcast@dieselpowerproducts.com. Make sure to include a picture of your truck and an address that we can send a sticker to. It looks just like the badass logo on our hats.
Bam.
Yeah.
Couple more things before we get into this episode. We go live every Wednesday on our podcast Instagram page. You can find it by searching America's Diesel Podcast. We are also getting a lot more active on TikTok. You can follow us there as well. We are trying to pump up those numbers. But if you want to have a beer with the boys, ask some questions, or just kind of chill out, usually every Friday right around 4:45, 5 p.m. Pacific time. Yeah, check out. We do usually put an alert ahead of time there, but yeah, check out our Instagram page.
You said Friday.
Wednesdays. We go live on Wednesdays. It's Wednesday, my dude. It's hump day. Yeah. Wednesdays. That's when we go live. I don't mean Fridays. Wednesdays. Also, just so you guys know, I'm not sure when exactly. This one will probably come out afterwards. But yeah, we're also we're going to be two episodes a week starting August. Pretty excited.
Yeah,
pretty freaking excited. This intro is going for a long time. I gotta get a lot of stuff out there. I'm very excited.
Yeah,
very excited. If you are buying parts for your diesel pickup, make sure and check out dieselpowerproducts.com. All the parts you could possibly need are on there. If you have questions, make sure and reach out to our sales text. They are on the phone 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific time, Monday through Friday. They will answer any questions you have. If you're a podcast listener, make sure you tell them that you're a podcast listener. You receive absolutely nothing, possibly some special treatment by me if something should come up, but you literally get nothing from it. And the reason... I know I'm making a strong argument here, right? The reason I mention that is just the more listeners that actually are buying parts from us, I want to keep track of that. You know, I'm a data guy, so help me make my data points relevant. Okay, guys? Okay, guys. But just let them know, or if you're placing an order online, in the delivery notes section, put podcast. If you were ordering and you forgot or something like that, shoot me a DM, shoot me a message, let me know, and I can put that on the tally for you.
If you're not buying.
If you're not buying parts from us, I want to know why. If you're listening to this and you're not buying your diesel parts from dieselpowerproducts.com, I want to know why. Good, bad, happy, sad. Truly, I'm not trying to sound like an asshole. I do want to know because we could be missing something. We're really good at our jobs, but there's always room for improvement.
Yeah, it could be something we could fix real quick for you.
Yeah,
possibly.
Possibly, or it could be something where it's like I had one of the guys in a live chat ask why we don't sell. Like injector rebuild kits or something like that, or internals. And it's like, well, here's why. And there's actually a good legitimate reason. And once we did, it was like, yeah, actually, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, cool, thanks.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. Like, I'm not saying we're always going to tell you no, but it's like, there may be a good reason.
Yeah.
So, this episode, guys.
Finally.
Guys. Yeah, finally get to the freaking episode, right? So, the blue truck's gone.
Finally.
It's gone.
Finally. It's one less power stroke that we have to talk about.
Until I get another one.
It's got to be white, though.
You did mention to me at one time that you were open to other trucks if it was a good enough deal. I'm going to find you that good enough deal.
That's fine.
And it's not going to be a power stroke.
I know. Yeah, so if you've heard one of our previous episodes, I think it was probably 195 or something like that. We had a boys' weekend, and decided that it was going to be the best decision for me and my family is to get a 4-door pickup truck to go do family stuff out in the woods. They're just honestly a single cab truck for a family of 4 doesn't really add up. Yeah. And as much as that truck makes me happy, which it truly does, it does nothing to help me or my family.
Yeah. I just thought of this. You know what I'm gonna do? Huh. I'm gonna look for a truck for you. But if I come across a power stroke that's a good deal, I'm going to flag it as fraud. I'm just going to keep flagging those posts.
Get out of here.
Fraud.
So Tyler really wants me to get into something else. He probably wants me to get into like a 3rd gen with 5.9, right?
Yeah.
Like a NV45 or 5600 truck.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 4-door.
Why not? 100%.
I'm not opposed to it.
I
will say I've come across a couple of them like, I could do that.
Yeah.
But I don't have all of the money that I'm going to be using to buy said truck in my hands yet. But yeah, for those of you that don't know, this is the last time I'm going to talk about the power. Not talk about it, but like talk about owning it.
Yeah.
So I have a 97 single cab long bed, 5-speed power stroke, obviously 4-wheel drive F350.
Yep.
With an absolute ass ton of miles on there. It's got just over 335 now. I beat the absolute shit out of it.
Yep.
The previous owners beat the absolute shit out of it. I truly think it's just too angry to die.
Yeah.
It is the slowest starting truck I've ever had. It is the only diesel. I take that back. I've had trucks that turn over faster.
Yeah.
With less miles that start shittier in the cold than this one does.
Yeah.
Like this truck literally started every time. It may turn over at literally like 1 RPM for like 20 seconds, but it was like it always freaking started. It blew my mind.
Yeah. I mean, let's take a walk back on memory lane here. I remember when you first got that truck.
Yeah.
You know, you had kind of some plans for it. Not necessarily huge plan. I mean, I know the front axle thing was a big issue for you. You got those badass injectors. You did a high pressure oil pump.
Oh yeah.
I remember you taking me for a ride in that thing. I think when was that? When we got on the on ramp? It was on the freeway.
I think that was a July 4th weekend, right?
Well, no, I took you for a ride when I came into work after I did the injectors.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I was thinking.
And then
that
we did a
dump
dump. We did a dump run with it.
run. Yeah, the dump run was the one I was thinking. of.
Yeah. I was. I don't want to say impressed. I was slightly intrigued.
Slightly not less let down.
yeah. Intrigued. I'll say.
My standards were 0. You got a 1.
No, I mean it ran really good for the things for the amount of work that you put into that truck, the things that you fixed on that truck. I was pleasantly surprised at the power that truck made for what it was, for a high mileage, kind of not giving a shit truck.
Totally.
Like it was good. It was good. You got, I mean, those custom injectors that you got for that thing, which I know you still have.
Oh, I do.
But like that was fun. That was a good time.
I got to learn a lot from that truck.
Yeah.
That was my previous 7.3 experience. As you guys, I had a 96 Power Stroke that was a low mileage one. I also had a 2003 7.3 Excursion that was a low mileage one. This was my first venture into a high mileage Power Stroke, and it's mostly because it wasn't my daily driver.
How many miles was on it?
When I bought it, it had like 328.
What about when you sold it? How many?
335.
Okay, so you didn't put that much on it, but
no, like it was literally my knock around weekend, have fun truck, extra vehicle.
Yeah.
You know, I honestly probably would have put a lot more miles on it if I could fit car seats in it.
Right.
You know, that's part of the reason. You know, I got 2 kids now.
Yeah.
But and you may be thinking to yourself like F350 front axle stuff. Well, when I bought it, it was an F350, and someone put basically F250 running gear under it.
Yeah.
The VIN number checked out as a 350. This truck, someone just put a TTB in the front and whatever. So I did do a solid axle swap on it. I went through the entire valley of the engine. Found all the fuel leaks. Doesn't leak anything anymore. Since I went and redid the valve cover gasket on there like last weekend, this thing has not leaked a drop of oil, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm sure it will eventually, but I am very surprised with it.
Yeah.
I replaced just about every single O-ring on the oil rail and fuel and everything like that. I diagnosed a ICP issue that was new to me. I had an IPR that was stuck.
Yeah, I mean, we took apart the IPR. Yeah, and you made me rebuild it without any help.
Yeah. and that truck truly is the thing that made me not afraid of high mileage 7.3s anymore.
Yeah.
If I had not bought that truck and worked through the diagnostics on that, and keep in mind, like I help people work through diagnostics on 7.3s daily.
Right.
Especially when I was still taking sales calls when I was my primary job. I help guys with that stuff daily.
Yeah.
A lot of that stuff I had never actually put my hands on. Right. I was just using principles, theories, and prior knowledge to kind of guide people the right way.
Yeah.
And now I have the experience of actually diving deep into it and truly getting it done.
Hands on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was very satisfying. If I hadn't have bought the blue truck, I wouldn't have the Excursion I have now. I would have been scared by the mileage. For sure.
Yeah.
But now the next 7.3 I get, I could care less what the mileage is.
Yeah.
As long as the drivetrain's good, the interior is good, the price is right, I don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
I'll figure the rest out.
Yeah.
And it's also, a lot of it's because I don't have a lot of, I'm going to piss off some 7.3 guys here. But I don't have like high standards for a 7.3.
Yeah.
Like I am probably one of the most realistic 7.3 guys I ever meet.
Yeah.
Like as long as if it's a high mileage 7.3 and it's making like 350, great.
Yeah.
Let it live there for the rest of its life. It's fine.
Right.
I also understand this thing's an anchor.
Yeah.
It's an iron block with iron heads. She ain't moving quick, but as long as it's quick enough to where it's like you don't feel like you're driving a boat, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Will I have a higher horsepower 7.3 later on? Possibly. Yeah. Now that I know more about it and tinker with it, that'll definitely be an extra vehicle or something like that. But yeah, that truck helped me grow a lot as far as 7.3 knowledge.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm sad to see it go. I'm selling it to a friend.
I probably could have learned a lot too if I paid attention half the time you were talking about the shit you did to it.
I think you learned enough. You learned the same amount that the person who dozes off in class the whole time does. Like you just pick up some random shit.
Yeah.
You're like, whoa, why do I know this? Why the hell do I know this answer? But I know for a fact this is the answer.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm really gonna miss that truck. It was.
I was really excited that when you were talking about like just making it like a sled puller and we're gonna take it to go
Just
sled
beat
pulling and just beating the living shit out of it.
Yeah.
I was really excited about that. but that's not going to happen.
No, I really did want to do that. You know, and
I know you did. Yeah.
I was slowly making moves there to do that. You know, I had
the gears. You had the
gears,
fuel. You had
I had the fuel.
oil.
I needed a clutch.
Yep.
And honestly, I'd feel very unsafe if I tried to sled pull with that bed on there.
Yeah.
I probably still would have sent it, but like, it's not, obviously I know sled pulling doesn't involve a bed. Okay, I got that right.
No, but just the vibration.
The vibration. This bed was held on with like zip ties and dreams, folks. Like, it was not in good shape.
Yeah.
So just like the because
it was held on by the rust that has occurred that is fusing the metals back together.
The fact that there were some self tappers through the bed liner into the metal, and the toolbox at the front that was like straight hole drilled through and bolted, that was basically the structural integrity of the bed.
Yeah.
If you were to walk from the front of the bed to from the back of the bed to the tailgate, or back of the bed to the toolbox, you could feel under the plastic where it's like, there's no bed there.
Yeah.
I can feel, if I stomped real hard, I could probably put my foot through this.
Yeah.
And you could.
Yeah,
because you could see the axle if the bed liner wasn't there. But I tell you what, that thing started again every time. AC, ice cold.
Yeah.
I know it's a single cab, doesn't take a lot to keep a single cab cold, but ice cold AC blew my mind.
Yeah.
The truck had heart, man.
It did have heart. It did have heart. So now it's going to a friend of yours.
Yep.
And what's his plans with it?
All that hard work I did making this truck a nice cohesive unit, he's going to basically part it out.
Is that what he's going to do? Just sell the engine, sell the trans?
Well, not necessarily. So he has another technically high mileage but not as high extended cab long bed 250.
Okay.
That has it's actually it makes perfect sense for him why he's doing it. So the F250 that he has, it's basically got an entire fuel system except the injectors, and it needs a high pressure oil pump, and it needs a transmission, and it's a 250.
Okay.
My truck, manual, solid axle, has injectors and a high pressure oil pump.
Yeah.
But no actual fuel system.
Yeah. So, okay.
And he's basically making two trucks into one because he wants the extended cab, and then he's going to put the automatic in the blue truck and the TTB under the blue truck. So it's now getting a TTB back under it. And then I think he's gonna sell that to one of his friends that's looking for a
cheap.
Basically,
something.
like he's looking for mostly the frame and the cab.
Okay.
Is what he's looking for. He already has a 7.3.
Gotcha.
So I feel kind of bad doing that because believe me when I say this truck had heart, had moxie. There's no reason that truck should have run as good as it did. And I'm not saying that it ran like perfect, but there's no reason a truck and so after I listed it, I got a message from a person that was like, "Oh, hey, that's a blah blah blah's truck. He was a glass installer from Priest River. I know that because of the pinstriping." And if you know anything about this truck, you know me and Tyler have always talked about the pinstriping on this thing is fucking immaculate.
Yeah, it's awesome.
This truck is dented, it's scraped. The cab, there's a little if it's bare, it's got a little bit of rust on the cab, but the fenders aren't rusted out. The bed, again, I make no
lost
quality.
cause,
The bed's fucked. Okay,
yeah.
But the cab is good shape.
Yeah.
For what it is, it's in good shape. The pinstriping's all there. It's not. I think it's smashed in. It doesn't leak. My 96 leaked all over the windshield, in the cab, also that kind of shit.
Yeah.
This stuff you could spray with a power wash. It doesn't even leak through the wing windows.
Yeah.
The cigarette windows. It didn't even leak through there. I'm just like, what the fuck? But yeah,
well, that'll be cool for him. So he's keeping the manual. He's gonna swap his over to a manual.
Yeah, he's gonna put a clutch in it because it needs a clutch.
Yeah.
He's gonna put a clutch in it, put the manual in there. He's got all the parts to do it because he literally has the whole full and complete truck.
Yeah, front end. So
in his
solid
front
axle.
end.
Cool.
Well, that means he's going to take the rear axle too because the front's got 410s. He's going to put 410s in the
Gotcha.
back.
Yeah.
He's basically going to take the entire running gear out of the red truck that he has and put it into the blue truck.
Gotcha.
And any of the all of the power parts are going to get consolidated onto the red truck that he has.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Good enough.
It's a hard one.
Well, me personally, like I hate knowing what happened to like vehicles that I loved. When they get sold and someone else does stuff to them, especially start to just completely take it apart. You're just like, all that work. But hey, it's not yours anymore. You got money.
It's not mine anymore. I got money out of it.
On to bigger and better things.
On to. Okay, I'm gonna.
I'm gonna say bigger things. It may not be better.
I sure hope it's better. So I view this, and the only reason I think of this is because my son is like watching Transformers right now like crazy.
Yeah.
I got a 4.5, it was almost 5-year-old son, loves Transformers, obviously, and he's now watched Transformers 1 and 2, like the actual movies, with Bumblebee and stuff.
Yeah.
This is basically, in my opinion, from Transformers 2, when they meet Jetfire, and Jetfire ends up sacrificing himself because he's gonna die, or as Optimus Prime is dying. So he basically Optimus Prime takes all Jetfire's good parts and becomes like Optimus Prime Epic.
Yeah.
That's not the actual name, but if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. It's like about almost towards the end of the movie.
Yeah.
My truck is Jetfire. The blue truck's Jetfire.
Yeah.
And it's just all of the good parts that the truck had, they're going to make another truck better. Actually, 2 trucks better and 2 people happy. So, you know, whatever, man.
Hey, it is what it is.
So that being said, if you've heard the other episode, I have money in my pocket. I've got one more other thing to sell. The 6-liter. So the same guy that's buying my blue truck is the same guy that I did the 6-liter with.
Yeah.
So we're selling the 6-liter. So
good
hoping
move.
to,
Good move. I wish you would have done it 6 months ago though.
Yeah, the market was hotter then, but we're still going to make out on it.
I'm sure.
But yeah, so we're going to sell that, and basically whatever I have with that combined with the blue truck is basically my budget for the next vehicle, which
hell yeah.
I'm still pretty hard set on
Super Duty.
Yeah, 99 to 03 F350 crew cab long bed ZF6 truck. I will say there are a couple of automatics that I've come across, and if I wasn't so dead set on having a stick, I'd be all about those trucks.
Right.
But I'm really trying to prioritize, like, what about the blue truck made me happy?
Corey, go on Spokane Craigslist right now and just search Cummins. Well, you were looking at that Power Stroke for 16. That Power Stroke for 16 grand. That's what he was asking. 16 grand and under.
All right.
We're just gonna, we'll talk and just see kind of what
just
comes
fuel
up.
The fire, right?
Yeah.
But I had to think to myself, like, what makes me truly happy about the blue truck? And it's the fact that it's quick. So as long as whatever I get next is quick, and I do really enjoy having a manual.
Yeah.
So
I think you should stick with a manual. I mean, if you're going to go your route, you want to do like a camping style rig, put a camper on the back of it and, use it for that sort of thing. I think a manual would be perfect for you.
Yeah. And I've got some ideas for the next one. I'm not going to quite put it out there because I don't want to blow my load on it quite yet because I don't know exactly what I'm going to get. But the other thing there too is there's been a couple of 6-liters that were manuals, and I'm like, ooh. But then I start having to remind myself, like, what's my wheelhouse?
Yeah.
7.3s.
Yeah.
The whole reason I want a 7.3 is because now I have literally a Super Duty 7.3 and an Excursion 7.3, and they share like 99.99% all the same parts, and that makes me very happy.
Yeah, that's actually a really good deal for a
DPF
filter, right? Something like that. $500.
Yeah, for a 13.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
the whole system.
Yeah, that's a DEF truck too.
Yeah. Huh.
Someone should buy that. Hey, anyone? It's good. It'll be gone by then. That was posted on the 13th.
Sure.
It'll be gone tomorrow.
Well, there's a good one. 06, 5.9
Shut
part
up,
out.
part out. Get out of here.
Hey, flatbed, 98. You don't want that.
No.
You want 3rd gen.
Yeah, I gotta have a full 4 doors.
Boom.
03, 5.9.
Long bed, 4-wheel drive.
Click on that, baby.
Yeah.
I think they're asking 30,800.
Wow,
It's
you think?
also, yeah, probably.
Because
This is West Coast too, or the West
Well,
side.
that's their estimated payment. I hate it when they do that. Just tell me how much the vehicle is. Automatic. Get out of there.
212,000 miles. Yeah, they're not going to give you a
get
price.
out of there. Get out of that one.
I think these guys do actually give a price.
Well, they're freaking hiding it. That's for sure.
$26,999.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
I only know because when I was scouring for mine,
That they,
I came across this one.
I hate that, and I hate it when people do all those like the keywords.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so annoying.
I
I don't
prefer,
even think that helps.
I prefer to just write a very colorful description.
Yeah.
Which, you know what?
People appreciate that.
I'm going to read my description to you guys.
Yeah.
I
You know
think
what?
If you didn't see it, then you're going to hear it.
While you're pulling that up, what I've learned is the people that like actually go through the time of like writing a decent description usually have the nicer trucks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, 100%.
The blue truck is the opposite of that.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure I handled as many stupid
Yeah,
fucking questions that I was gonna handle.
91.
Okay, so you've heard me talk about how to write a listing before, guys. This is, keep in mind, so this is the listing that I wrote for my truck here. If you are looking for a pristine, high mileage survivor truck, all capital letters, this is not for you. If you're looking for a truck that does not know how to die and has heart, this is it. I suspect this truck was beat its entire life and refuses to die. It has dents and scratches, but that just adds to the character. It rides like shit, but if you are looking at a truck like this, you probably already know that. I am one of those people who believes trucks have souls or a purpose. This truck's purpose in life was to give Greta the finger and roll on.
That's good.
Let's see. Bought this truck in early 2020 and did a decent amount of work, only selling as I need something with 4 doors. That being said, I'm looking for a very specific truck. You guys know what I'm looking for. Next thing. This truck is an XL, so it has no power anything. However, at some point, the previous owner swapped in an XLT 40-20-40 seats. No problem with cold starts. The bed is toast. I mean it when I say that. It works and it'll hold stuff, but don't plan on strapping down any heavy loads anytime soon. I primarily used this truck for dump runs and burnouts.
Boom, right here. 197, 04.5, compounds, 15 grand. It's not a long bed. Is it a long bed?
No, it's a short
No.
bed.
Short bed?
No. Yeah,
Dual
short bed.
CP3 kit.
Wow, with the South Bend comp
dude,
clutch.
South Bend. But hell yeah. S366 over S480. Dude, and look at the 15. That's a-
PPE dual fueler. Oh,
and look at the mileage. Go down to the mileage. It's got a
Bed's
bed
jacked.
liner tailgate. 197, dude. 197.
was that a 04.5? So that's a NV5600 truck.
It's 6-speed, 5600. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not E56. Wow, interior is fucking
It's
camo
good.
everywhere.
Yeah. It's got a. Oh well, it's not even running, so that's yeah. I mean, it could use a little bit of some love, and some things changed on it. He's got the cheap mossy oak breakup floor liners and.
The
steering
thing is,
wheel cover.
I'd have to put that thing almost. I'd be buying all new suspension for it. I'm not trying to. Nothing against
Dude, you
BDS,
could
but I'm not
s-
trying
but-
to run a 6-inch lift.
You could sell that 6-inch lift for probably $500.
Yeah.
Boom, done. Put some Carly leveling
Free-
coils on it.
Hey, you want to do me a favor? Somehow copy and paste that.
Ah,
listing?
yeah! Woo! Do it. You could do some smaller compounds, maybe.
Yeah, 80 over 66. That's not. I mean that's not a bad setup for, well, especially with it being a manual, and then it all depends on what size injector it has in it.
Yeah.
Luckily, it's a 325 horse truck.
Yeah.
So we're already working with 505s, which I'm not against a 503 injector truck, but if all things considered, I'd rather have a 505.
I'm telling you right now, that body's hammered. The way he's taking his pictures.
Oh yeah,
That thing is.
Yeah.
It's been beat.
yeah.
But I kind of get some blue truck vibes from it.
I do a
Kind
little
of get
bit.
some blue truck vibes from it.
Yeah. It's probably got stock steering on it.
Dude. 15. What was it? 15. Yeah, 15
You
grand.
can talk him down.
You could. Oh, yeah. Dude, that's a freaking winner right there. Let's keep going. Let's see. I'm surprised we found that.
I'd have to. My guess is, yeah, I'd have to.
Oh, your price went away. You went back too far. Let's go forward.
So this episode is slowly turning into
Shopping.
Ben's truck shopping.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We're looking at this is all truck stuff. Yes. Yes. How much?
That was a dumbass listing. Sold, but call anyways.
All right.
I hate that. I hate
Get out
that.
of here.
And that's probably the end of it. I hate. Cause see, this is what I hate. You search Craigslist for a Cummins, and you get a
Go-
freaking
go up-
Mitsubishi Outlander.
Go up to the top. On
Go.
the left, you can
Owner only.
separate by owner only. Yeah.
That's actually not a bad deal. If the body
It
is
really
like
isn't.
somewhat decent, obviously tailgate's jacked because he
Yeah.
bedlined it, but for less than 200,000, compounds, dual feelers, manual with a clutch,
And even if I do end up having to, okay, let's play this out a little bit, okay? Here,
Yeah, let's play this out.
Let's play this out.
Yeah.
We'll give it the old college 10-minute play it out try.
Okay.
Okay, so 80/66. I assume it's probably got larger injectors. I don't know though. It's got dual fuelers. If it's got dual fuelers, he's got a comp clutch in there. He's got compounds. He would be a fairly stupid individual to be running stock injectors on there.
Oh, 100%.
So I would assume, being in pre-service, seeing how the truck is hammered a bit, he's probably got hundreds in it, maybe 120s.
Yeah.
Minimum.
Probably had studs too, and probably
Probably
smaller
had
stuff.
studs. Yeah. Probably has an intake horn on it. There was no engine pictures.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if I were to drive that truck, and don't get me wrong, I love compounds. I think compounds are sick.
Yes.
Okay. And if this is going to be a tow rig, compounds really are the way to be. But here's the thing: the sizing of those compounds.
Yeah, is out
just.
of whack.
I would want something more like a 75 and a 61. And want like a
a smaller set.
yeah, like kind of like our COVID Cummins.
It's no problem, man. It's no problem.
It's no problem. You can do
It's
that.
no problem.
But here's the thing: like, if I had to drive that truck for the time being like that,
You
I'm
would
totally
probably
fine.
love it. Yeah.
And I could have a great fucking time.
Yeah.
It's a manual.
Yeah.
Manual with a big set of compounds, probably some big fuel on there. Eey.
Yeah.
If my
6-speed manual, 207,000 miles,
Ooh.
11.5.
G56 truck,
Come on.
6-inch lift with 37s, clutch, axle seals, gearbox,
Has a clutch
rear
or
shocks.
tranny issues? Pfft. It's probably a clutch, probably a stock clutch.
Probably still has a dual mass flywheel. in there.
Probably.
Yeah, just needs a clutch, man.
Dude.
Copy and
One
paste
picture.
that.
One picture.
Copy and paste that one. That's either fraud or it's real, and I'm gonna buy it. God damn it! It's burgundy too.
It is
It'll match the
burgundy.
excursion.
Yeah, there you go.
Shit.
See, I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you. Yeah, throw a
You
camper
know, I
on
just
that
had
bad
this.
boy.
I just pictured in my head
Huh.
Cooper's face when I show up with that truck, just like,
He'd be shocked.
dude. I could see him like the
Yeah.
welcome to the dark side. Like,
Seriously.
or who's that? Jack Nicholson. Yeah, when he's like, he sees eyes like,
oh yeah.
let the heat throw fluid. Yeah.
Dude, if you had a Cummins, you seriously would be shocked on how easy things are to work on and how easy
I know.
everything is. You're just like,
I know.
Are you kidding me?
Well, I've said before, like, if you can work on a Huey truck and understand it, anything else, especially if you go to common rail system, it's like, wait a minute, you're telling me I only have one high pressure system to worry about
Yeah.
and only 6 cylinders? Wait a minute, they're in a row?
Yeah.
Hold on. I can see the ground, and this truck is stock.
Yeah.
I have that much room to work with?
100%.
Yeah.
Dude, I think those two options that we just found right there are great options. They're right at the same mileage.
Right, the same price.
I'd honestly go with that 06.
EFI live tuning, 505s.
That and just, again, you don't have to deal with, if you think those compounds are too big
Yeah.
for doing what you're doing, then, I mean, yeah, it's nice to have, those parts you could either sell
I would
or
work them
do-
backwards. I'd be working backwards. I'd rather
Yeah.
start fresher and work for.
Dude,
Is that a short bed?
It's automatic, anyway.
automatic.
Automatic. Don't want it. Hard pass on a Dodge automatic for sure.
yeah,
Okay.
don't blame you.
I'll take a 400
Don't blame
over
you.
that any day. But the second one we looked at, that was a long bed, wasn't it?
I don't know. You got the link now.
Yeah, the burgundy one. I think that was a long bed. The 06.
Yeah.
This is becoming a very expensive episode. Yeah, that was a long bed. I would take the burgundy one over the compound
Yeah,
one all
and it
day.
probably
'cause
just
it's-
needs a clutch.
Yeah, it's a long bed.
100%. Again, probably a little beat up, but hey, body parts are easy to find and replace. You might just have a.
I'm
couple
not
black
looking
panels.
for a pristine rig.
I know you're not.
My goal here is to not have a truck payment and have a good workhorse.
Yeah. There's a
And
worker.
you know what? Hey, hold on here, everybody. Take a minute. Take a knee. Let's think about this for a second here.
Whoa!
Hold on.
Fummins!
You're reading my mind here, okay?
Dude.
Take a walk with me, gentlemen.
Okay.
Imagine I have this 06.
Yeah.
And imagine the 7.3 in my excursion just gets tired.
Yeah, it would be badass.
Now I am that guy. It's like I happen to have this.
I see what this guy's doing right here. It's got a 460 in it, but he's got a Cummins engine that he's selling separately.
And he's listening as a Fummins.
That you're a joke, sir.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could totally do that. You could totally do a come and swap in your excursion. That'd be badass. But then you would just lose your camp rig for your,
Well, that would only be the thing where it's like, okay, we're definitely keeping the excursion. I've got my money's worth out of the Cummins.
Yeah.
And it's like the 7.3 because we're not selling the excursion.
Dude, right there, 04. You could buy that today.
The dually.
The pictures are just phenomenal.
Yeah. God, I tell you guys, these pictures are. Some of these guys are just awful.
Yeah, it needs a little love. Scroll down. Let's see. Let's give it a chance here for
How many
$7
miles?
grand. He's willing to negotiate.
308 automatic.
He'd even take a 5.3K. Who does that? Plus a four-wheeler or dirt bike. Transmission, it's automatic. Currently isn't working.
Don't know if it's just a solenoid or the whole thing's cooked. But the only reason I'm asking this is without working transmission because I had the front end totally redone for $3,600 2 weeks before it broke down.
Hey, front end's good. She ain't pretty. But when the transmission is screwing me, it's a very reliable truck for me. I've had it for 4 years. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, sorry about the pictures. Well, come on, man. Everybody's got a freaking iPhone.
Come on, Kenneth. Get off the flip phone.
Yeah.
Get yourself.
I'll be honest,
shit.
I'm in on the burgundy one.
I'm in on the burgundy one, too.
If any of the ones we just saw, the burgundy one's the winner.
Oh,
Right
they're
there,
like
100%.
first gen. Look at the freaking prices on first gens.
Yeah.
Outrageous.
No, we got to stop this episode.
Yeah,
we're
we're
going
getting-
to start spending my money before I even have it.
I know. But we found you 2 good trucks for way less than that other Power Stroke you're looking at.
Yeah. Just to give you guys a little bit of context, I'm like hard set on getting a Super Duty 7.3. Well, I happened to come across a OBS F350 dually, and maybe manual 40 radius arm swapped with 05
Yes.
running gear. In 4
My
tons.
only thing with you on that, and we talked about this because we saw that 7.3 Super Duty come across our windows that we were looking at.
Literally, as we're looking at this.
as we're looking at it, I think you need to go with something with a newer style interior
Yeah,
for
I
your
agree.
family. I think that's
Yeah.
a better option.
I do too. Like literally, as I basically came to Tyler like either talk me into or out of this truck.
Yeah.
And literally, as we're there, so me and Tyler's office are in the same hallway, and we see everybody driving into the fairgrounds. As we're talking about this, I'm like, but I don't know, I'm not sure. This like basically the truck I'd be looking for.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell if it was a 7.3 or 6.0, but
It was
like,
a 7.3.
It was 7.3. Okay,
Because the badging on the door.
gotcha. So the nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I didn't even see that.
Wow, I blacked out for a second there.
But it was, it was a crew cab, long bed, white, 2-tone, leather interior, leveled on like 35s.
It was a nice two-tone. The white with the
grandpa white with the gray on bottom.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that grandpa. That's a nice.
Okay,
color
it wasn't a
combo.
grandpa 2-tone, but it was the white truck with the gray plastic cladding on the bottom.
Yes.
Yeah. And then we both saw that, and it's like, my family would be so much happier in that than in a 97.
Yeah.
Nothing against 97, but it's like, here's another thing for you two guys. Like when you start getting into older trucks and you're putting car seats in, these older trucks, they didn't have the hooks that we're all used to now in the newer trucks. You have to like finagle these things in or make your own bracket, which is
you
not the
wanna
end of
be
the world,
safe,
but like,
I mean, regardless, it would be safe. I know you'd make it safe, but at the same time, I think it'd just be more comfortable for the whole family
totally.
outing kind of a thing.
I agree. Especially if I could find something with climate control, it'd make my wife so happy. It'd make me
06
happy
does.
too. Shit.
What 06 does.
Yeah, I bet you it does. Anyways, this episode's gonna get real expensive real fast. I gotta get off here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you guys. Let me know your favorite memory of the OBS in the comments.
Yeah.
If you guys, special thing about me talking about it that you guys liked, I want to go down memory lane in the comments section on the OBS. I want to hear about it. But until the next one, thanks guys for tuning in. We'll see you possibly next week or in a couple of days. I don't know.
Get yourself a hat.
Yeah, get yourself a hat on the website. $50 shipped. Lower 48. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's the best hat you'll ever buy, and you are directly supporting this show that you're listening to. We greatly appreciate all the guys that already purchased their hats. You mean a lot to us. Really,
Yeah.
it means a lot.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Have a good night.
See you guys later.
Good day. Whatever. Good day, sir.
Yeah. Good day, sir.
Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe and check us out at dieselpowerproducts.com.